getting up and early. It's only 6:15 and almost packed. I think K-Town wants to get that breakfast he asked me about at the lodge. Oh, last evening K-Town asked me if I was going to the breakfast at the lodge, about 5 miles in, and I said I hadn't planned to, but sure, if you wanted to go, I'll go too. So he said, okay, just wake me up when you get up. And I guess the idea being that we'd go together or meet there for breakfast. It'd be a bit 2-hour or so walk, depending on when you get up. That'd be maybe about 9. And this morning, while the other people are getting up, I look over and he's already up and almost packed. I'm thinking, oh, okay, better get up. So about 6 o'clock, I'm getting up, taking care of things, and then I mentioned to him about the breakfast, and he goes, oh, I'm not going. It's like $14 or something like that. Then he mentioned, oh, it might be a Father's Day breakfast. It's Father's Day apparently today, and I was going to check it out. But so on and off pretty quick. So I'll see if I even bother to go and check, and you never know, they might have a menu, with some eggs or something, but it doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, I just left it, so 6:45. It's a short day today, I think. Almost 16 to 18 miles, I think. Problem is the distance to the next 1 or 2 shelters is just too great for a reasonable day. I think it was like 28 miles to get to the next one. So, unless you're camping, which would be ideal if you knew it was not going to rain, but chances are for rain today. Well, the sky's like kind of blue-gray right now. It's windy. No telling what is going to develop. But I've got my shorts on. All that's in a plastic bag if I need it. So, I'll play it by ear. Since it's not a long day. I could possibly be done by 1 o'clock or something like that. K-Town said, do some blue blazes, if there are any, views and that type of thing. So, I guess I'll take it easy. Try to enjoy the day. And, just me. See where it goes. Now, I did notice last night when I had to get up and pee, I kind of had a, sorry, this is the too much information stuff, a little bit of a water leak at the other end. I had to go and take care of, and kind of similar this morning. So, I don't know if it was a result of the pop milk battle or not, but it would not be good to have that kind of a problem on the trail, especially if it came all of a sudden, and you just had to step into the woods and go. So, hoping that does not crop up. That's the only other potential problem. Feet feel okay. Weight of the pack still heavy from food. And a couple things I really need to get rid of. Send off, shirt. And otherwise, I'll see you at the next video. Okay. Well, I should mention that in Gut Hook, for the last shelter, mentioned the water source at the bottom, and it was past a reservation-only cabin. And so as I was going down, I saw the cabin and wasn't sure of the path, so I went over toward it and got a look at it. It's like, wow, this would be a great place for a holiday, romantic, whatever. It had like a porch facing the view, a picnic table on it, and in the corner, against the cabin, which looked to be a fairly good size, was a stone fireplace, and they had a fire going, a family there. Oh, it looked, in a few seconds I saw it, like, wow, this would be nice. Come out here for a week or a few days. I'm sure it's not cheap, but man, I would love to do something like that. So maybe one day I'll have the opportunity, but I'm sure places like that are booked well in advance, as these things are in national parks in Canada. Yeah, campsites at Long Beach, that type of thing. They get full fast when the season opens, reservations open. So you got to know that's what you want and when you want, and go for it. Anyway, wish I would have made there. Well, I with K-Town at the buffet, and well, he was there a plate before me at least. Had a ton of bacon, so did I in the end. Sausages, the biscuits were pretty dry, not at all like at Devil's Backbone, where they were perfect. The gravy was not that flavorful, but oh, there are other things like the little diced potatoes that were cooked in some spice. That was pretty good. I had some pancakes. They were okay, but they had no butter. But they did have what appeared to be real maple syrup. Had some Greek-style yogurt with a bunch of bits of cantaloupe and grape, pineapple in there. I said pecans and dried cherries that I put in. That was really, really good. And had a big omelet with, I guess, with bacon and ham. And oh, actually it was a bowl of milk I put into my milk glass. So I just had to, oh, okay, yeah, which way is the Appalachian Trail? It's this way. Yeah, it came up to about $16 for the buffet. And we were so full that we had to just sit out in the lounge area and go to the bathroom and just gestate for like over an hour, I think, before we were feeling able to carry on with the hike. So it was like a 2.5 hour pit stop. Oh, those buffets, we really do try to overdo it there. Get those calories. But it would have been better at the end of the day. Still got, I think, 5 hours worth of walking. So, oh well. Other than that, it did drizzle once or twice already, very briefly. It's a real change up kind of weather day. Probably definitely going to have rain tomorrow. High percentage. And that carries on until Friday. But after tomorrow, I'll be in town for the next day and 0 somewhere. And then back out just before the rain slows down. So I'll still get a bit, but I'll miss most of it, I think. I'll have 2 full bad days. So remembering a couple things that happened at the shelter yesterday I didn't mention on video at that point. One was when I walked down to get water, I actually fell again. Tripped on something and kind of rolled off into the woods off the trail. Thankfully didn't hit any rock or sticks or some problem. Just a little embarrassed and a little dirty, and it was almost within eyesight of the people at the table who didn't seem to make any motion that they had noticed there was a problem or asked if I was okay. So might have gone sight unseen. But yeah, I was just a little tired and a little careless, I guess. And poof, down I went again. And the other thing that happened, I guess, when they were all at the table and playing around, cooking, heating up hot water, whatever, one of the girls, I didn't see exactly what happened, but somehow her pot of hot water fell off the propane stove in front of her and splashed her legs with hot water. And she didn't crowd or anything, but everyone at the table pretty much did quiet, like I think one of them had done something to cause the table to bounce or caused her to knock off the water. Another guy came over and put some cold water on her leg. So that seemed to help. Anyway, seemed okay. And then few minutes later, she was back. She was doing something with water on the pot again, or on the stove, and almost the same type of thing happened again. This time it wasn't hot enough, but a little scary. At that last shuttle, or shelter, I was there for about 15 minutes, and these two groups of people wanted to talk about the Appalachian Trail experience, and how they were thinking about it, and you know, any advice I'd give them and that type of thing, and which I did. And yeah, even at breakfast, after K-Town was getting another plate filled, a guy came up to me and said, "Are you one of those pats outside yours?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, you're a ThruHiker?" I said, "Yeah." He started talking how he was going to do a session hike, and boy, the way he talked to me, it's like he had reverence for someone doing the whole thing. So, kind of weird feeling. Felt good. Anyway, I think people appreciate when you've either done something they're thinking about, or in the midst of doing it. And they can see it's not easy. That's one thing I certainly told them. It's up and down a lot. And the rain. So, hope they go for it.